Hello, my name is Charlie, and welcome back for another episode of Victoria 3 as Ethiopia, and looks like we've actually gone to the rank 8 now. So who did we surpass then? Was it the North Germany? Oh, North Germany, wasn't it? Country browser, yep. Because there's now 2 of them. It's getting out of hand. But anyway, last episode we were expanding our military quite a bit. Income dropped quite drastically there. But we are probably going to be declaring another war on Egypt today. At least that's the plan. Whether that's actually going to succeed or not remains to be seen. Although, I suppose what we're going to do is we're going to get the vulcanization and the trench works. And then after that we can maybe do the war. Well, we'll need to wait for that 12 months to pass first. After we've switched the troops. So who's... Oh, right. Germany's got some supporting, or North German Federation's got some factions supporting them. There's minor nations in... Actually, wait, one of them was Sind, and the other one was someone, Hohenzollern, I believe. Well, regardless, they'll have their civil war there, and they'll enjoy it, or not enjoy it. I don't really care about their situation right now. We're just waiting for the truce to end, so it's 1 more year. And then we're going to declare the war on Egypt. Of course, during that time, well, we are going to get the trench works soon. Switching to the trench infantry would be really good. It means that we conquer a little bit less per battle, perhaps. Although with the bicycle messengers, that is going to be increased. So it's probably going to be saying roughly equal to what it's been thus far. But increasing our military is probably going to be in our best interest right now, in terms of the quality at least. There we go, vulcanization. Suppose we could start switching the barracks already into the bicycle messengers. That's going to mean a lot of tools and rubber, though. So that's potentially quite disastrous. Suppose the auto expand on the rubber plant. Oh, right, that rubber plantation hasn't been built yet. Suppose we got rubber plantation over here already, so we could start expanding that. It's going to be very profitable. There we go. Liberal Party and Conservative Party won, or will have the 2 biggest ones there. So we can kick the rural folk out. They don't belong into any party right now. And then the Liberal Party. Does that increase? Oh, there we go. 100% legitimacy. Well, that's pretty good news. Oh, and now we could change the voting laws. I don't know if we want to go for those. The private health insurance might be good because we are pretty close to the sort of switch point there, where it's actually more beneficial to go at least to that instead of the charity hospitals. We could go for the poor laws for the welfare, although that would probably be quite expensive. I don't want to switch the child labour laws. Ooh, now laissez-faire on the other hand, that would be potentially pretty good. That would reduce the loan interest rate a lot. We can subsidize infrastructure and trade centres, and then investment pool will be used for manufacturing industry, mines, forestries, rubber plantations, oil extractions, infrastructure, whaling and fisheries. As right now we got the investment used for agriculture, plantation, manufacturing industries, mines, forestries, rubber plantations, whaling, fisheries, oil extractions and infrastructure. There's mostly the same, although it's the agriculture and plantations and ranches are not included there, essentially. When the investment pool would be a lot more. But it's only 18% chance of passing. Let's actually have a look at the laws that would have a high chance of passing. Right at the top, private schools. But we need to change the religion law to pass that one. Voting, or wealth voting, that does have a lot of support from intelligentsia and industrialists. That would reduce our authority a little bit, but we can probably just reduce one of the taxes. At this stage, it might be okay. Wealth threshold for voting 25. It would mostly be the rich and, I suppose, the middle class to some degree. It's got pretty good support, though. I'm going to do that, although landowners are going to hate that. It's just that we can maybe get a little bit different parties in control at times. We'll still stay at monarchy as long as we can, but yeah, that's going to reduce the authority a little. Oh, what's this then? Spain versus Bulungan. Supported by Netherlands and Cuba on the Spanish side, and some. Oh, right, so that's basically just in Indonesia, isn't it? Yep, Indonesia. Alright, well, I don't think I need to be concerned about that. In the meanwhile, though, we need to figure out how much infamy do we still have. 50 points. Well, I mean, I suppose if we take Dongola and Upper Egypt, it might not be too bad yet. Is Jabal Shamar, they're independent markets. And they're antagonistic, so I don't think we're going to invite you to our trade union. Alright. I mean, there's not a lot of members, let's be honest. It's just me and Zimbabwean Uprising right now, and the Zimbabwean Uprising doesn't really provide that. Well, I mean, suppose they do have some coal mines there, don't they? Oh yeah, they do. They got 9 coal mines there. Some logging and a bit of plantations of various types, including some dye plantations and coffee plantations, which can be quite useful. But I suppose one thing that we should do is start improving the sugar plantation. Actually, let's get the sugar plantations over here somewhere. Yeah, start increasing that level. Let's actually put in a level for it already. But we need more sugar, so might as well take some time to improve those. Also, I suppose we should switch the vital messengers for the country centers already, just in case. Oh, and looks like the bureaucratic shortfall is going to happen. I suppose the population is increasing quite drastically. So for each point that we do... Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, right. Are we getting any more... No, we don't have any government administration underway right now. I suppose we could just get level 15 on our capital there. Also, how is the... Is there any areas with low state access? No, not really. Glass and wood are a little bit expensive. Oh, wait, no, Oromia is low access. Okay. Well, in that case, let's just put another railway there. There we go. Trench work completed. So that gives us the trench infantry for both barracks and construction centres, and barbed wire fences for the livestock trenches. Well, let's get the bolt action rifle there. Speed up things there. Let's basically focusing on the military stuff right now, as much as we can. Oh, and let's actually go ahead and switch the troop qualities now. So it's going to be an extra 10 defense, an extra 15, or extra 10 offense, extra 15 defense. Provinces capture is going to go down by 25%, but also provinces lost is going to go down by 25%. And the army projection is going to be increasing by 280. Oh, wow. It does increase ammunition consumption quite a bit, though. And the wages are going to go up, but I think we'll be fine with those. What we do need to do is increase our ammunition production anyway, and it is actually getting a level up there right now. So there you go. Losing a bit of cash right now, but I suppose next year, once we get to the Upper Egypt and Angola, I'm not entirely sure if I'll be able to get these two. I mean, it would be good for the borders, make it a little bit better. But yeah, we'll be getting some land for sure from Egypt. I mean, just in case, we should probably use Upper Egypt as the war goal. Although, if we have a look at the nations that might join against us, there's Austria, France. France probably will. Well, actually, let's have a look. France doesn't really like Egypt, so I don't know if they join. Austria might join. And then, of course, these two will probably join on their side. So it's going to be a bit difficult, but I suppose... Do they still have the defensive pacts? Oh, yeah, they do. Okay. They got alliance with Morocco. Oh, they're in the Austrian Customs Union. Italy wants a trade agreement. Do we have a lot of trades with Italy? 1, 2... We've got 2 trade routes. That would save us about 30 bureaucracy. Of course, the tariff income's going to go down a lot. At the same time, increasing relations with Italy might not be a bad idea right now, so I'm just going to take that. I know that's going to cost us money. But at the same time, we've got more bureaucracy, so we are not going to run out of the bureaucracy necessarily. Once we get the institution up, well, we're still going to run a little bit out, but it's not too bad. Right, so how is our situation for the colonies over here? We've been colonizing a lot in celebs over here, and okay, those haven't gotten more levels. We got, how much infrastructure do we have? 20 total. Alright. They're a little bit impoverished in there. There are iron mines in this area. Interesting. As well as rubber. We could probably get an iron mine there. Get at least some mining going in that region of the world. Of course, that does probably take a decent... How much convoys do we still have? About 3,000. Alright. We could probably increase the port in Eritrea, actually. Let's go for the max level. It's going to increase the convoys quite drastically. And... The German rebels are importing ironclads. Alright, I mean, it's money for us, I suppose. Oh, and wealth voting. Okay, so now we just need to reduce the... What are the taxes, I suppose? Let's reduce the T tax, or remove the T tax. So now we'll have that, and the voting laws are going to be slightly different. What's this about? Zimbabwean Uprising versus Matabele. Oh, there. I mean, Zimbabwean Uprising is on our side, so I'm going to align towards them. I don't know if they'll offer me anything, quite frankly. You know, at least we could potentially join there. I mean, once the this initial phase is completed, we can actually just hop in their side. Send in an army to assist with this, if need be. Well, it's quite likely that they'll just give up, so I'm just going to support there. So we are in. Let's take the army in Zanje, mobilize that, and put it on offense. Because Zimbabwe doesn't really have a lot of troops. But they will have my armies. And you know, if we can sort of get a little bit more land over here that the French don't colonize into our customs union, that's probably a good idea. Is there any trades that are non-profitable? Not really. And the things that we need to import... Oh, ammunition is in a massive demand, as is wood. We haven't started increasing the wood production quite yet. Are we exporting it? No, not really. I'm supposing if we start switching the construction method in more places, then that could, technically speaking, reduce the demand for wood. Although it is going to increase then a few other things that are potentially very expensive, like glass. But yeah, that would reduce the wood consumption at least a little bit. Increase steel, tools, explosives, and glass. But yeah, I think we can probably afford that. Although the construction price is going to go up even further soon enough. Probably. But you know, we produce now 129 per week, so that's not too bad. How much do we have? Gondor has like 5 levels. If we do that one, it's probably too much for the glass industry right now. So let's put in another level for the glassworks underway. The input stuff over there isn't too expensive. A bit of lead and dyes, but that's about it. They got that 1 battalion in there. I think they are rather terrified, or worried at least. So they might just give up. No one else has joined in this one, which is very good for us, I suppose. Ah, there we go. Bolt action rifle unlocked. Now, what would be the... automatic machine gun would be quite nice. Machine gunners. That would increase the defense a lot. War propaganda would increase the battalions that we could contract. And defense in depth would increase... Ooh. That would be a lot of defense there. Sea lane strategies would increase the naval base max level, as well as sea lane strategies for the naval base production method. Right. I think we're going to go for the automatic machine guns. 26 months. We got our troops... Oh, actually, yeah. Soon will be time for another war against Egypt, I reckon. We've got GDP already at 105 million. So they haven't given up yet on this. So I guess it's going to be war. 20 battalions versus 1. I think we are going to win this because their conscripts have the irregulars. So even 1 battalion versus 1 will completely annihilate them. Yeah, 2 arms. War in the Mud was successfully completed. Alright. That was probably just fight you with trench infantry. Yeah, we're taking a little bit wounded here, but that's about it. Also, disease among the wounded. Romeo gets 5% mortality. That's probably fine, right? Oh, we've got a mining accident. Who is hating us? Landowners hate us. Rulefolk doesn't like us yet, so we could probably do that one. Although I don't really want to increase their... We're going to increase the industrialist power. And then entrenched front. Zimbabwe and Zambezi. Oh, right. Defense and depth gets 4,000 progress towards the tech. But Zambezi gets agricultural throughput problems, but that's not our problem, quite frankly. So we can't let our defenses stagnate. Or is that... Yeah, no. Can't let that stagnate. Besides, we're winning this war anyway. Very shortly. Yeah, took a decent chunk there. And the next combat is going to be a lot shorter because they haven't been able to recuperate as much anyway. Oh, and now 9 versus 1. Oh, wow. Yeah, that didn't take too long. They started with basically nothing, plus we started with 9,000. So yeah, this front is already doing pretty well for us. Getting a fair bit of extra construction going on right now. We're still losing £30,000 per week, but, you know, it's not too bad. We've got plenty of room for some credit. We could have up to 24 million. That's hardly a problem. And these battles are going to be done so quickly that it's just one combat and then, or one more combat, and then that front is dealt with. Oh, Africa Rabino moving to Mozambique. Oh, okay. There we go. The army is now not busy. That means that at least they're not taking attrition. And we've still got plenty of influence available. The infamy decay is plus 18%, so we are still rather infamous, admittedly. But it's below 15 points now. So we're only infamous, not notorious. And that war is going to be done soon enough. After that is done, we already could declare the war on Egypt, admittedly. I don't know if we should, but we could. Let's have a look. Who would join there? Oh, we can't. Oh. Do we still have the... No, the relations are poor. We don't have a truce with them. Wait, do we not have the interest in Nile? No, we do. We do. Is it perhaps because we are already at war? That might be it. It might not allow you to start 2 wars at the same time. Well, I mean, this war is not going to last all that long. We'll have a look at after the war if that is the case or not. There we go. So we're still 24,000 pounds per week deficit. The investment pool transfers have started increasing over time here. So that's definitely good news. And we definitely need to get some more ammunition plants. So, I mean, we are building another level over here, admittedly. Ammunitions plants, so that is... We can't even increase the production in there. It's just basically increasing the level. That's all that we can do. And, well, Zimbabwean Uprising will at least get some more land for themselves, so that's good for us. I wonder if they'll eventually start expanding southwards or not. Probably not. But the war's over. So let's have a look at Egypt. Can we declare war on you? Oh yeah, we can. Right, so if we have a look at Dongola, Austria might join their side, because they are in their market. I suppose another option that we could take is fight the Ottomans, although we got 2 good relations with them, don't we? So we can't declare war on Ottomans. Alright, what about if we declare war on someone like Jabal Shammar? Oh, not Jabal Shammar. You got cordial relations with us as well. We could start damaging the relations we need. I wonder, like, do you still have your defensive Oh, you do. That would be a way to get Egypt in. Plus, who's got interest in Arabia right now? Oh, there's quite a few nations in there. There's France, Austria, Britain, and of course Egypt and Ottomans. And then some smaller nations. Okay, but that is a potential way for us to fight the Egyptians again. So let's just put in the damage relations we need. Not going to take the expel diplomats infamy penalty because we can't reduce the infamy all that much. We're slowly working towards it at least. I don't suppose Egypt is still someone... No, we can't make them our rivals because they are... Well, they are unrecognized regional power at least. Oh, Polish migration to Kenya. Alright. Sure, I guess. It's not our territory, of course, but... A little bit surprising, admittedly. But I suppose the people just move wherever they can. If there's a lot of demand for work, for example. What is in Kenya, anyway? There's some synthetic plants, tool workshops, some logging camps. And that's about it. How much do we have convoys at this stage? We got over 3,000. And we got some potential export for steamers. Is there anyone willing to buy them? Austria might be willing to buy a lot. But we don't have that much available. We'll sell some to Ottomans. I'll do admit the standard of living hasn't really been increasing all that much yet. So what are we getting in the production side of things? We are getting the reinforced concrete, so that increases the construction throughput quite a bit. We haven't got onto the artificial silk yet, but I suppose we haven't got electricity yet either. That might be something that we should probably focus down as soon as possible. Oh right, this one doesn't have enough... Yeah, it doesn't have any market access there. Especially for the Austrian market, of all things. Oh, Austrian Sinai. Interesting. Are they actually going to be building the... Oh, dye plantation throughput in Sinai is increased. Wait, what? There's no dye plantations in there. As a thing. Or is that a larger region? No, it just seems to be Sinai. And that's a little bit odd. Might be a little bit of an oversight. Oh, we got another war. Dutch East Indies versus Sumatran Uprising. Alright. I think we are not needed on that one. How's the colonies going in Indonesia, by the way? It's going fairly quickly over here, on the first one at least. The second one, well, it's gotten some speed, I suppose, but it's still not very quick. Yeah, it still takes a long while. There we go, the infamy is decaying. We got a lot of influence, to be fair. Who else could we perhaps start buddying up with? So Russia is genial, Ottoman Empire is genial. Do we have any potential for... Actually, is there anyone that might want to join our customs union? Jabal Shamar, no. Transvaal, no. And Nade, no. So not really. Alright. I guess not then. Right, we could maybe increase the bureaucracy a little bit further. Let's just go ahead and increase that in our capital to level 16 now. It's already got the 14% throughput bonus, but we can certainly increase that further. Right, so how bad is the rubber demand? Have we gotten enough, or are we still lacking? Actually, we got a little bit extra. Do need glass and explosives, as well as luxury furniture and clothing. Are we still importing clothing? No, 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 no. We are building all of that ourselves. Well, there's a little bit of subsistence farms that give that, but for the most part, it's just us building that. Our munitions plant is producing 1,000 units of ammunition already. Well, might not be all from this place, to be fair. Saying 900. Do we have another one somewhere? Nope, it's all around here. So, I don't know then. Do we want to go for these? I mean, that would increase the services. A lot more wood and a lot more glass. We don't really have that much demand for services right now, so I don't know if we really need to worry about that one. I don't actually want to increase the coal price either. Oh, right. It does cost quite a bit. But if we do go for the gas street lighting, that would increase the substitution quite a bit. Yeah, 2,000 services, okay. Violence suppression leads to increased discrimination. How good is the armed forces? Oh, this only plus 10. If we lose that, that's gonna lower the effectiveness of our armies. Which does remind me, that's still cordial. Hedges doesn't have that much population, right? Keeping the armed forces happy before the war is still a good idea. Right, so... Are we in position? No, not quite yet. We still need to remove the 1 point from the relations there. There we go. So now I believe we could declare war. We could go for the puppet goal, I suppose. It's only 5 infamy through there. If we go for Conquer State, then that's going to be 8.9. So puppet it is. Egypt will be part of that. Let's get going. So let's start... Oh, right. Who else is in this already from the get-go? It's just Jabal Jamar and Egypt. Alright, well, that's not too bad. Let's start mobilizing our troops once more. We're going to mobilize everything. And then we'll have the big army over here on the front towards Egypt. Although we might still have a bit of a quality lacking in here. Well, we got pretty good... No, actually, we don't have the penalty anymore. Okay, good. So our troops are ready to go. We got the one in Arabia. That could probably advance into Nade. I'll bring one from... I suppose we could bring in the Sanji one into Jabal Jamar. And then we'll put one of the Ethiopian ones into... Ooh, you got expert artillery commander. You got the defensive strategy, so I'm going to put you on that front. Because we got that one extra, we'll keep that in reserve for the time being. See who joins. Because they might still bring in other nations. Also, oh, human rights. Okay, max social security institution investment +1. Alright. So yeah, our troops are moving. They got 23 battalions there. They got 6 battalions in the south. They're probably going to try to get through here, but if we just defend that with the trench infantry, they're not going to get past us. So let's go ahead and put in another war goal. We could probably puppet... Actually, what do we have here? Revoke claim. Oh, right, that's for Egypt. Yeah, we'll make a puppet of Jabal Jamar. That's 3 points of infamy, so that's not too bad. Later on, we might be able to declare war on them and just annex them. And it would be less infamy overall. Start with that one. They are fearful, because yeah, we've got 120 battalions. Well, we'll have 140 battalions, whereas they will have a lot less. And unless Ottomans join in, it's not going to be too bad. Oh, who's this? Jerusalem State joins. Huh. Alright. Well, they might still pull in someone big in here. Who knows? We'll just wait for them to run out of maneuvers first. I don't have any allies to worry about. If they do manage to invite someone in still, it's not guaranteed, of course. I mean, I suppose we could always do a landing in Jerusalem State. How much do they have stuff in here? They are part of the British market. They got 2 + 3 battalions. And what is the quality of the units? Line infantry with mobile artillery, so basically nothing compared to what we have. Well, that's good news for us. Oh, and the automatic machine guns are still 11 months away. Oh. Austria is mobilizing for something. Oh, do they have a bit bigger war go? Oh. Oh. And it's Krakow. Oh, there's a revolt in Krakow. Oh. Alright. Well. Enjoy your war, I suppose. So there's still some big nations in here that could join. If the French join, then we are in trouble. If the British join, then we might be in a little bit trouble. We're not necessarily that bad trouble. And if, well, the Ottomans join, then there's nothing to worry about there. Okay, I think it might be time to put in the extra war goals. So first of all, conquer state... Ooh, actually, how much would it be to puppet Egypt? 50... Okay, that's a little bit too much infamy. We probably need to cut them in size a bit first. Well, let's go for conquer state. Dongola is only 9.7. What about the Upper Egypt? That's the one that we want, so we'll start with that one. And then we still got 62 points in there. How much do we have infamy? Can we see it through here? Nope. So we need to go through this one. 62, so we're going to afford taking another 30 infamy if need be, although I'd rather not take quite that much. Let's put in the conquer state Dongola in there, so that's another 9 points, so that leaves us with about 20 extra infamy that we could afford taking. And I suppose we'll put in the Transjordan as well. There's 4 infamy, so that leaves us with pretty high infamy overall. And Notorious 77. Alright. We'll get 2 puppets and some states from Egypt in here. Especially the Upper Egypt is going to be very important. And the next war after that we can probably afford taking most of it. Or at least get us to a point where we can get some ships on Egypt itself, or the Nile I suppose. And start using the ships there. I do wonder if the Austrians are actually going to start building the Panama Canal, though. They're not building there anything yet. Not Panama, and the Suez Canal. Took quite a bit of money while the troops are rising. Okay, we can't afford to, or we can't put any more goals in here, but the enemies are potentially quite fearful. I don't know if they'll give up or if we'll actually have a war. But actually, we are out of time for this episode. We'll find out how this war goes in the next episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.